In today's digital landscape, the cybersecurity game has changed dramatically. The threats we face are more sophisticated, more persistent, and more dangerous than ever before. Traditional defenses like firewalls and antivirus software are no longer enough to keep us safe. These methods were designed for a different era, one where threats were less complex and less frequent. We need a new approach, one that is built for the modern world of sophisticated threats. This approach must be dynamic, adaptive, and capable of responding to the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats. This is where Zero Trust comes in. Zero Trust is a security model that assumes that threats could be anywhere, both inside and outside the network. Zero Trust is not just a technology, it's a mindset. It's about changing the way we think about security, from a perimeter-based approach to one that focuses on verifying every user and device. It's a fundamental shift in how we approach security. Instead of assuming that everything inside our network is safe, we assume that threats could be anywhere and take steps to verify and secure every access point. Imagine a world where your network perimeter is no longer your only line of defense. In this world, every device, every user, and every access request is treated with suspicion and verified before access is granted. Zero Trust makes this a reality. By implementing Zero Trust principles, we can create a more secure environment where threats are identified and mitigated before they can cause harm. It assumes that no user or device can be trusted by default, whether inside or outside the network. This means that every access request is verified, and only those that meet strict security criteria are allowed. This never trust, always verify principle is the core of Zero Trust security. It's about being proactive, rather than reactive, and taking steps to prevent breaches before they occur. This approach might seem extreme, but it's necessary in today's threat landscape. With cyber attacks becoming more sophisticated and frequent, we need a security model that can keep up. With cyber attacks becoming increasingly sophisticated, we need a proactive approach to security. Zero Trust helps us stay ahead of the threats by assuming that breaches will happen and focusing on minimizing their impact. Zero Trust helps us achieve this by assuming breach and focusing on protecting our most valuable assets, our data. By implementing Zero Trust, we can create a more resilient and secure digital environment. At its heart, Zero Trust is built on a simple but powerful idea: never trust, always verify. This means that every attempt to access your network and data is treated with suspicion. No user or device is given automatic access, regardless of their location or previous interactions. Think of it like entering a secure facility. In a traditional security model, once you're inside, you're generally free to move around. Zero Trust is different. It's like having security checkpoints at every door, constantly verifying your identity and permissions. This constant verification is crucial because it helps prevent unauthorized access, even if an attacker has already breached the perimeter. By implementing Never Trust, Always Verify, organizations can significantly reduce their attack surface and limit the impact of potential breaches. Zero Trust is not just a single concept. It's a comprehensive cybersecurity framework built on 4 key principles: continuous verification, least privilege access, micro-segmentation, and data-centric security. These principles are designed to work in harmony, creating a multi-layered defense strategy that addresses various aspects of security. By understanding and implementing these pillars, organizations can significantly enhance their security posture and protect against a wide range of cyber threats. These principles work together to create a comprehensive security posture. Each pillar addresses a specific aspect of security, ensuring that no single point of failure can compromise the entire system. This holistic approach is essential in today's complex threat landscape, where attackers are constantly evolving their tactics. Continuous verification ensures that users and devices are constantly authenticated and authorized. This means that access is not granted based on a one-time verification but is continuously checked throughout the session. This approach helps to detect and respond to any anomalies or suspicious activities in real time, providing an additional layer of security. This involves verifying their identity, device posture, and even their context, like location and time of access. By considering multiple factors, organizations can make more informed decisions about granting or denying access, reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Least privilege access restricts users and devices to only the resources they need to do their jobs. No more, no less. This principle minimizes the potential damage from compromised accounts by limiting the access and permissions granted to each user or device. It ensures that even if an account is compromised, the attacker cannot access sensitive information or critical systems. This minimizes the potential damage from compromised accounts. By implementing strict access controls and regularly reviewing permissions, organizations can ensure that users only have access to the resources they need, reducing the attack surface and potential impact of a breach. Micro-segmentation divides the network into smaller, isolated segments. This approach helps to contain any potential breaches by limiting the movement of attackers within the network. Each segment can be secured independently, providing multiple layers of defense and making it more difficult for attackers to move laterally across the network. This limits the blast radius of an attack, preventing it from spreading to other parts of the network. By isolating different parts of the network, organizations can contain breaches and protect critical assets, even if one segment is compromised. Data-centric security focuses on protecting data, regardless of where it resides. This includes implementing strong encryption methods to protect data at rest and in transit, as well as robust access controls to ensure that only authorized users can access sensitive information. This includes encrypting data at rest and in transit, and implementing strong access controls. By focusing on the security of the data itself, organizations can protect their most valuable assets, even if other security measures fail. By embracing these 4 pillars, organizations can create a robust, zero-trust security model that helps them stay ahead of evolving threats. This proactive approach to security ensures that organizations are not just reacting to threats, but are actively working to prevent them, creating a more secure and resilient environment. Section 4, Zero Trust versus Traditional Security, a paradigm shift. To fully grasp the significance of zero trust, it's essential to understand how it differs from traditional security models. Traditional security operates on a trust but verify approach, assuming that users and devices within the network perimeter are trustworthy. This approach is no longer sufficient. Imagine a castle with a strong wall around it. That's traditional security. It focuses on keeping threats out but doesn't adequately address threats that originate from within, like insider threats or compromised accounts. Zero trust, on the other hand, is like having security guards stationed throughout the castle, not just at the main gate. This approach recognizes that threats can come from anywhere, even from within the network. This shift from perimeter-based security to a zero-trust model is crucial for organizations to effectively combat modern cyber threats. Section 5. Putting zero trust into action, practical implementation. Implementing zero trust might seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With a clear plan and phased approach, organizations can effectively enhance their security posture. It's a journey that can be taken in phases, starting with the most critical assets and gradually expanding. This methodical approach ensures that each step is manageable and builds a solid foundation for the next. Here are some practical steps to get started. First, define your protected resources. Identify your most critical data and applications that need the highest level of protection. This involves understanding what data is most valuable and where it resides within your network. Once you have a clear picture of your critical assets, you can prioritize their protection. Second, implement strong identity and access management, or IAM. This is the foundation of zero trust. IAM ensures that only authorized users have access to your critical resources. Use multi-factor authentication (MFA) and single sign-on (SSO) to verify user identities. These tools add layers of security by requiring multiple forms of verification. Third, segment your network. Divide your network into smaller, isolated segments to limit the impact of potential breaches. This way, even if one segment is compromised, the rest of your network remains secure. Network segmentation is crucial for containing threats and preventing lateral movement within your network. Fourth, deploy Zero Trust Network Access, or ZTNA. ZTNA allows users to connect to specific applications and resources based on their identity and context, regardless of their location. This ensures secure access whether users are in the office, at home, or on the go. By implementing ZTNA, organizations can provide secure remote access, which is especially important in today's hybrid work environments. Finally, continuously monitor and adapt. By taking these practical steps, organizations can start their zero trust journey and enhance their security posture. Remember, zero trust is not a one-time project, but an ongoing process that requires continuous monitoring and adaptation to evolving threats. Section 6. Reaping the rewards, the benefits of zero trust. Implementing zero trust offers numerous benefits for organizations of all sizes. Enhanced security. By assuming breach and verifying every access request, zero trust significantly reduces the risk of data breaches and cyber attacks. Improved compliance. Zero trust helps organizations meet regulatory requirements by providing granular control over access to sensitive data. Reduced costs. By preventing breaches and minimizing downtime, zero trust can lower overall security costs. Increased productivity. Zero trust can streamline access to resources while maintaining security, improving user experience and productivity. These benefits make zero trust a compelling security model for organizations looking to enhance their security posture and protect their valuable assets.